here. That's right. Jay-Z, Jigga, the Jigga Man. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga in the club, that's who. And how could you mention rap without talking about my man P. Diddy? P. Diddy, Sean John, Sean Puppet Cone. Got in a little bit of trouble this year, huh, Pup? Got in some trouble. Went out and hired Johnny Cochran. Actually, you didn't hire Johnny Cochran, you just sampled OJ's defense team.
Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
guess they on vacation.
how many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with
keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
A 13-year-old girl in a lawsuit tied to rapper Sean Diddy Combs, a lawsuit the music mogul is calling, quote, a blackmail attempt. Now, in the documents obtained by TMZ, Jay-Z is named by an anonymous accuser who says the rapper and Diddy back in 2000. The plaintiff, who is suing as Jane Doe, says the alleged assault occurred at an after party following the MTV Video Music Awards. Now, the accuser originally filed a lawsuit against Diddy in October in which he claimed the Bad Boy Records founder and an unnamed celebrity proceeded to assault her while an unnamed female watched. The accuser has since named Jay-Z as the other celebrity in the alleged assault, as she refiled her lawsuit against Diddy to include his name on Sunday. Jay-Z's representatives have responded to the lawsuit with a statement from the rap mogul, who says that he was determined, quote, to expose the accuser for the fraud they are.
Jay-Z, of course, is one of the biggest names in rap music, and he has been a longtime friend and associate of Sean Diddy Combs. Now he's being revealed as the name behind Celebrity A in a lawsuit filed by a Jane Doe from Alabama, who claims that Combs and now Jay-Z her in the year 2000. Cassie's lawsuit and the subsequent settlement seem to open the floodgates for other women to file civil lawsuits against Combs. More than a dozen have been filed, including one by a Jane Doe in October. At the time the suit was filed, Combs was the main defendant, and two other celebrities were listed as Celebrity A and Celebrity B. Celebrity A was listed as a man and Celebrity B, a woman. Now attorney Tony Busby, after some legal back and forth with a demand letter and dueling lawsuits, says Celebrity A is Jay-Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter. The suit begins. Defendant Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after-party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. The plaintiff says she was 13 at the time in January of 2000, when she said she went to the MTV Video Music Awards at Radio City Music Hall. She didn't have a ticket, so she approached limo drivers who were parked outside hoping to get in. The lawsuit says one of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs. The driver told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that she fit what Diddy was looking for. And while not allowing her into the awards, the driver invited her to an after-party. The driver stated that he had to drive Combs and others to the after-party first, but instructed plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he pick her up after and take her to the after-party. While the woman says she was outside the VMAs talking to the limo drivers, inside it was a big night, particularly for Jennifer Lopez, who was at the awards show with her then boyfriend Sean Combs. They were a hot couple back then, and Lopez won the VMA for Best Dance Video. She was on top of the world that night. The woman claims that night, outside of Radio City Music Hall, she got into a limo with someone affiliated with Sean Combs. That suit says, after approximately 20 minutes, plaintiff arrived at a large white house with a gate U-shaped driveway. Once inside, two men asked plaintiff to sign a non-disclosure agreement, informing her that she could not discuss what happened at the after-party. She gave them her name and signed the form, but did not receive a copy. The Jane Doe described seeing celebrities, but those people are not named. Inside the building, plaintiff recognized many celebrities as she entered what appeared to be a large living room or foyer containing a large crowd. Plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd and talk to several of the celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs. Waitstaff circulated throughout the room, carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout the venue. Plaintiff observed widespread drug use, including marijuana and cocaine. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses, circulating the crowd. The drink was a reddish-yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just a portion of that drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplar container used by Combs and/or his agents/employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below, and these are the photos included in the lawsuit that show a small plastic container that the plaintiff claims contained drugs at the party. The woman, remember, who claims she was 13 at the time, says she felt woozy and went to look for a place to lay down. She claims she found a bedroom that had just a large bed in it with no other furnishings. The suit states, soon after, Combs entered the room along with defendant Carter and a female celebrity, Celebrity B. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Combs then threw plaintiff toward a wall, causing plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by Carter while Combs and Celebrity B watched. After Carter was finished, he stepped back toward the wall. Combs then stepped forward and plaintiff while Carter and Celebrity B watched. Combs then knocked plaintiff down and attempted to force plaintiff to perform on him. She fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Combs in the neck. Taken aback, Combs stopped his attempt. The allegations in this suit are very disturbing, and Sean Combs is denying the claims being made by the woman, who's now around 37 years old. Combs and his legal team said in a statement, "This amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Busby exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are: shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor." And Jay-Z posted a lengthy statement on X calling the allegations heinous. "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny," in all caps. "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case." This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. "I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type." Jay-Z then talks about his family and the toll this will take on them. "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am." And lawyer Tony Busby, who filed the suit in the first place, is firing back also on X. "Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she sought only a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media."
Hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now back at you with another one. And I had to come slide on the YouTube block because rapper Jay-Z was named in a case right along with P. Diddy. And this includes a minor. A 13-year-old girl claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z ran a train on her against her will while she was inebriated. That's right, she was out of it. According to this 13-year-old minor at that time. This was 24 years ago after the MTV VMA Awards that took place on September the 7th, 2000. So with 24 years passing, you guys, a lot of people are saying, is this true? I mean, did this really take place? Did this really happen? Or is this just another allegation, another false claim that's being made to extort money? Well, Jay-Z is saying that this is clearly blackmail, you guys. And this lawyer out of Houston, Tony Busby, he's behind this frivolous lawsuit that has Jay-Z caught all up in it. And Jay-Z even responded to this and saying, you know, that he's not going to give a red penny, one red penny to this lawyer and this accuser that's saying Jay-Z was involved in this alleged gang of this 13-year-old minor. Wow. Now, we heard Jay-Z rebut these allegations, and we heard what he had to say, and that he'll never do anything remotely close to this, and that he believes in protecting children where he's from, and he doesn't play games like this, right? And he also, you know, never said that he wasn't at the VMAs that year of 2000 on September the 7th, right? Because indeed he was, as we heard in that clip that I played with Shawn Wayans, him and his brother Marlon Wayans. They were the hosts that year of those VMAs. And Shawn Wayans even said that, you know, Jay-Z was there. He even said that Sean Diddy Combs was there, right? And they showed Diddy in the audience, but I didn't see Jay-Z. Maybe he was still in the back, mingling and flingling with the ladies. Wow. Now, Jay-Z is definitely saying that he's going to fight these allegations. And he's calling this accuser a fraud. That's right, you guys. And he's basically denying everything that's being said. And, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, of course. But public perception, right? The public persuasion can kill a career faster than the truth, right? But check this out, you guys. Will Jay-Z, you know, become victorious, and will this all be put to rest? And is that going to be all the allegations that are going to be made against him by this one accuser? Well, who knows? Because as with Diddy, you know, as soon as Cassie filed that lawsuit, right? And the videotape came out of Diddy putting hands, feet, and elbows and toes all over Cassie. That's when all these other women started coming out the woodworks, right? Started coming out the concrete jungles. Yeah, me too. He did it to me too. He hit me too. He abused me too. Wow. So would this be the same type of response that Jay-Z, Sean Carter gets after this alleged incident, right? The civil suit against him is finally over. Will more women come forward? Well, Jaguar Wright, as in also in the clip I showed, she said she has 3 more victims that's ready to come forward. Now, I don't know if this one victim was part of those 3 that Jaguar brought up, but she's definitely saying that she has 3 more victims that she knows for a fact Sean Carter, Jay-Z, violated. Wow. Yeah. Now, according to the complaint, this 13-year-old minor at the time, 24 years ago now, said that she remembers that it was January of 2000, right, when she tried to attend this VMA award show, and she was turned away by limo drivers. Well, how can a limo driver let you in the show? I mean, they're a limo driver. They have nothing to do with that. But I found that kind of odd that that's how that, you know, was worded in the paperwork. Then it also said that the limo driver told this 13-year-old girl that, hey, well, we can't let you in, but come back later and, you know, I'll take Puff and all the other celebrities to this party, and I can come back and pick you up and take you to the after party. You know, this wouldn't seem odd to a limo driver that a 13-year-old girl, right, it's not accompanied by no parents or no adult in sight, is trying to get into a show all by herself, and then he, says that he was going to come back and pick her up and bring her to an after party where grown celebrities are? Well, that's kind of strange to me, you guys, but nevertheless, this accuser is saying that this is how this went down. And she clearly remembers that she was 13 years old in January of 2000 when all of this took place. Well, the only problem with that is, according to my research, the VMAs were on September the 7th, 2000. Now, that's nowhere near January of 2000. So I don't understand that timeline. Many will say, well, she got the dates wrong, and you know, she got the month wrong or whatnot. And that could be true, but in this case, you can't afford to make no mistakes when filing this lawsuit. Either it happened in January or it happened in September, right? September the 7th, to be exact, the date that the VMAs were on in the year 2000. So I found that to be a very big discrepancy in her story, and I'm pretty sure that the defense, for Jay-Z and Puff is going to use this against this minor at that time who's, grown now. It's 24 years ago. So how could she get this wrong? Did it happen in January or not? Wow. Now, singer Jaguar Wright, she's been predicting, foretelling a lot of things that's going on in the industry. That's because she's an industry insider, right? She knows all about the things that, she heard about, right? And some of the things she said she's seen and witnessed firsthand, okay? And she was saying that Jay-Z was indeed going to be next. And voila, magic. Look, Jay-Z's all in the headlines for allegedly a 13-year-old girl with Diddy at one of those freak-offs. Wow. Yikes. And they're saying that it was also a female celebrity in the room when this happened, but she's not being named. Did she pay up, you guys? Did she pay up to keep her name out of this lawsuit? Who knows? Maybe Jay-Z will name her. Maybe P. Diddy will name her. Well, if they did, that means that they were in the room. So they can't do that, can they? Wow. So we might not never know who this celebrity B is, this female celebrity who was allegedly in the room at the time when this incident occurred, because maybe this celebrity B female spectator paid off the Busby law firm not to be named. Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, wouldn't we? Now, as Jaguar Wright told Piers Morgan in that interview that Jay-Z called and made Piers Morgan take down off his platform. Well, I went back and checked it out. Piers Morgan just went through that interview and edited Jay-Z's name and allegations out of that interview, but the interview is still up with Jaguar Wright. Now, she said that Diddy wasn't the only one that was out here doing these type of things, and that was already being alleged and accused of taking women's goodies, without their consent, right? She named Jay-Z, and Jay-Z didn't like that, you guys. Told Piers Morgan, hey, take down that interview with this psychotic woman on here saying my name. And she's also saying my wife's name. I don't like that, Piers. And Piers Morgan took that interview down expeditiously, right? But he kept it up, but he took down the Jay-Z allegations. Now, we have an instance where, we see Jay-Z defending himself publicly after Jaguar Wright told him that he will respond. Now, we have Jay-Z responding, you guys. He's going at Busby, telling Busby, hey, I'm going to expose you, right, for the blackmailer that you are, you guys. You're trying to take me down because I'm a black billionaire. I'm not having it. Not at all. So we have Jay, making his rebuttals and saying what he's saying. And we have Busby now rebutting back to Jay-Z, replying to Jay, right? Saying that, Jay has been trying to bully him and his clients, and, trying to shush him, right? But he isn't paying up any hush money. Jay-Z said he's not giving a red penny to Busby and his law firm or this accuser. So bring it on. Let's get it on, right? Let's get ready to rumble. And apparently Jay-Z has the money to fight off these type of allegations. So what's next? Well, this accuser has to go in front of a judge, and maybe a grand jury or something like that. And she has to tell this same story under oath. She has to testify and say, these exact things happened to her in a court of law, you guys, and get it on the record. Okay, right now it's just merely a lawsuit, right? Civil lawsuit at that. And many people are saying it could turn federal, criminal, real quick. Well, who knows? But at the same time, we do know that this happened 24 years ago, and they're trying to use this new law that they have, you know, to bring all this back into fruition. Now, many people have been speculating who Celebrity B is. That was the female in the room when this whole ordeal allegedly took place, with Jennifer Lopez accompanying Diddy that year at the VMAs, right? Her winning that award. Many people are saying maybe she was the one that was in the room when all this took place. But that is very, very suspicious that a woman would sit around and watch two grown men ravishly, savagely, brutally force themselves on a 13-year-old minor that was inebriated and out of her mind, apparently, according to the lawsuit. So, you know, with J-Lo being named the one, you know, by the public, just because her and Sean Diddy Combs had a heated argument that's documented by Daily Mail, right? The same night he was accused of this alleged of a 13-year-old minor. It's not looking too good because if this is true, then J-Lo's reputation might be damaged too, as well. Now, as we've seen with the other alleged accuser with the DG shirt on, the Caucasian lady, right? That was married to the NHL star. She had to come out and name herself, show herself in this lawsuit against Diddy. And I'm pretty sure that's what is going to be ordered of this accuser, right? That came out in October with this lawsuit at the Busby firm, saying that Jay and Diddy did these things. But initially, she didn't say Jay was involved in the first lawsuit. In the amended lawsuit, she comes back and adds Sean Carter, Jay-Z's name to these allegations. Why is that? Now, I think that might be frowned upon, you guys. Maybe she's trying to hit two licks, right? Hit Diddy's bank account, hit Jay's bank account, and voila, magic. I'm rich, bitch. Well, who knows how this woman is playing this whole game, or if it's really the truth or not. We have to sit back and wait and watch and see. Because right now, everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And as we've seen with a lot of these victims, as the Lamisha Fuller girl, she said that, you know, she admitted that she basically lied, okay? And that some of her, you know, story was true and some of it was exaggerated, right? But nevertheless, she said she was a victim of Diddy's. So is this another play of that? Could this accuser also be exaggerating these details just because she seen Jay there? Just because she might have thought it was Jay, somebody that resembled Jay? Who knows, you guys? But if she was that out of it, a minor drinking alcohol, allegedly alcohol, right? Spiked, okay? How could she actually, you know, claim that this was Jay-Z beyond a reasonable doubt? We'll just have to wait and see. Now, Jay-Z responded to Busby very cleverly when he told Busby, hey, well, if I did do these acts, if I am guilty of, you know, doing what this 13-year-old girl said I did 24 years ago with Diddy, right? Why come y'all are coming at me civilly instead of coming at me criminally? Don't y'all want to hold me accountable for what I allegedly did? Why are y'all letting me get away with it, Busby? Why are you trying to extort money out of me, blackmail me, basically is what Jay was saying, for money? Why not hold me accountable for my actions? And now this is, you know, very telling because this is a true statement. Why are y'all only satisfied with going after Jay-Z financially instead of going at him criminally if this is actually true? And, you know, a lot of people will look at that and say, you know what? It makes a lot of sense. And Jay-Z is the one saying it. You know, he's defending himself publicly, right? already to the point where, you know, this makes a lot of sense, you guys. Back when the Me Too movement was going on, where was this lady then? I imagine she was still grown. She's in her 30s now, so it's like pretty sure she had a chance back then to get this case out against Jay-Z, right? Why wait till now? Who knows, you guys? But at the same time, you have Jay-Z asking this same question. Why not hold me accountable instead of trying to go at me civilly for my money? Seems like a money grab is what Jay-Z is saying to Busby and this accuser. Wow. Well, all I can say is Jay is a very smart individual. And I'm pretty sure the way he's sounding, he's going to fight this tooth and nail, right? All the way to the end. And as you know, we're hearing that people are trying to gather information on Busby, Jay's team, allegedly, right? Trying to gather information on Busby and see what type of skeleton, you know, Busby has in his closet, right? To try to obviously use against Busby as leverage to get him to drop this lawsuit against Jay. Yikes. Wow. Now, Cat Williams told us that some stuff like this was going to go down. There was more to come before the year 2024 was over, and I'll be damned. Look, now we have Jay-Z being named in a lawsuit. He's being sued, right, for a 13-year-old minor back in the year 2000. Now, a couple of quick things. That limo driver, will he be hit with charges? Because that's basically trafficking, if you ask me, right? Act took place beyond this little girl's will, right? And this limo driver is the one who coerced her into going to this after party, okay? So this grown man, okay, is talking to a 13-year-old. Let's begin there. He's talking to this 13-year-old girl, telling her, well, he ain't got no pull to get her inside the VMAs, right? She's out there talking to the limo drivers, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure if they can go back and find out who was driving that limo at the time for Puff, okay? Pretty sure this person is going to be hit with charges because he took and transported this little girl from the VMAs to this mansion freak-off party with a U-shaped driveway, okay? Now, she said she remembers that. Okay, so pretty sure they're going to come up with a timeline and a location and all this where this exactly took place at. Now, where were her parents, right? This limo driver felt comfortable taking this 13-year-old girl to a freak-off party at Puff's house. Wow, now that's alarming. Now, check this out. How was she dressed? Was she dressed like a grown woman? How could this limo driver not distinguish, you know, a child, a minor, from a grown-up, from an adult? That's kind of crazy. Was he drunk? Was he drinking spiked drinks? Well, who knows? Obviously, something was definitely off with this guy. Now, when this limo driver returned to pick up this 13-year-old girl from that spot at the VMAs, Radio City, the location where it took place at, she was still there. Pretty sure the VMAs lasted for a couple of hours, right? They said it started at 8 o'clock. And it was live aired on TV, right? So I give or take around by 12 or 1 o'clock is when this guy, this limo driver, told her to be waiting right there. He'll be back to pick her up to take her to this after party. Really? So this minor, this 13-year-old girl, she leaves and come back and she waits late at night, right? All by herself. Where are her parents? Where's her guardian? Right? He didn't ask no questions. Just picked up a minor and took her to a P. Diddy freak off. Yikes. Now, check this out. When she got to the freak off, okay, this party, they didn't question her at the door, like, who invited you? Is your name on the list? What's your name? I mean, hey, man, something ain't right about that. They just let this young girl in this party, with all these celebrities? That's very interesting. So I find it kind of strange, kind of suspicious that nobody asked questions. Nobody asked her name. Nobody asked her who she was or nothing of that sort. That's crazy, you guys. Now, after they gave this minor a drink when she got in the party, she said she started feeling drowsy, started feeling loopy, right? And she had to go somewhere to try to lay down. Wait till this thing wear off of her, right? And this feeling goes away. So she went to a room where it was just one big bed in there. She got in the bed and tried to recoup, but before she knew it, Sean Diddy Combs comes in the room. He busts in the room. Hey, you're ready to party, aren't you? And that's when this whole ordeal took place. And Jay-Z comes out of nowhere like a wild man, right? Now, she didn't say if protection, lubricant, or anything was used. You know, those are details that are missing from this whole story. Did they use a condom? I mean, hey. Why wasn't that told, you guys? She doesn't remember that or not, right? Did these guys use any type of liquids, like baby oil on her? You know, that wasn't mentioned. The famous baby oil, you know, that Puff is being alleged to be squirting in people's drinks and rubbing bodies down with it before these acts take place. She didn't mention anything of that sort at all, right? So it makes me wonder, how did this whole ordeal actually take place? And if she was 13 years old, you know, it seems like, you know, they had an old saying back in the day called popping the cherry. You know, was she already active? Because, you know, if she wasn't, these grown men would have definitely been popping her cherry, you know, just to, you know, put that out there. So my whole thing is this. If this really happened, all these details should come along eventually, as far as, you know, she was, you know, traumatized and brutalized by these acts of these grown men taking her virginity against her will. So I'm pretty sure more details should come out if this is true. Now, with people making TikTok and YouTube videos stating that they believe Jay-Z will be arrested next, just like Diddy, and they're going to share a cell, him, R. Kelly, and Diddy, and all this here. But hey, look, man, at the end of the day, Jay-Z is innocent to proven guilty. And this is a civil case, you know, for now. Many people are saying, well, the feds are going to come in and pick up this case. It's going to become criminal. Well, who knows, it could. But at this point, that's not the case, right? Now, rapper 50 Cent wouldn't be 50 Cent if he didn't jug at old Jay a little bit and score on him a little bit. And, you know, this is what 50 was saying in a post he made on IG. He said, are we still having the Super Bowl this year? Just asking for a friend. Because, you know, 50 is basically saying, you know, he knows that Jay-Z is over, you know, the music department there for the Super Bowl festivities, and he just wants to know. He's asking for a friend. Are we still going to have the Super Bowl this year with all this hoopla and uproar going on and allegations, right, against Jay-Z now, P. Diddy, the diddler? Well, we also had Tina Knowles, okay, the mother-in-law of Jay-Z, mother of Beyonce, allegedly liking a post saying that Jay-Z was accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. Now, why would she like that post? That's crazy work, you guys. And now Tina Knowles is coming out saying that, hey, I was hacked. I didn't do it. I was hacked, you guys. Now, why come every time these celebrities are accused of doing something on social media, saying something, or liking a post, or, you know, just something that just is real petty, why do they always say that they were hacked? Guess that's the easy way out. But nevertheless, Tina Knowles is saying that she didn't do that, you guys. She's definitely sticking by her family, through thick and thin. And that includes Jay-Z, who happens to be a billionaire, you guys. So, Y'all get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this entire ordeal. And until the next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spinning with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deeper than Buddha, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.